is 4-month-old Mary. She's the teacher on this day at Queen Anne Elementary School. And the lesson these first graders are learning?
So how are things going?
Really well.
Maybe one of the most important lessons they ever learn.
Did she like being on her tummy very much when we laid her?
One about empathy.
Does Mary cry?
Yes.
Baby Mary cries, yes. And I said that every single one of us has cried too, huh?
Baby Mary and her mother Lauren visit the classroom once a month as part of the nonprofit program called Roots of Empathy. During the visits, a Roots of Empathy instructor helps the students notice how the baby is growing and changing.
The first time she was here, she couldn't grab on.
And what happened today?
Today, she could grab on.
The Roots of Empathy instructor also comes the week before and the week after to help reinforce what the students are learning, crucial life lessons about compassion and empathy.
A crying baby is what?
It's never bad. Well, when she cries, it means she kind of wants something.
And as you can see in these sessions, all eyes are on the baby. She's truly the most important part of this lesson. The students see the love between the baby and the parent, and it's a great model for them of what empathy looks like.
It's been wonderful to see their faces when the baby comes in, and just their reactions and how much they remember and talk about it afterwards.
It's just so fun to see their little brains working and them understanding what's going on with baby and with mom and understanding that relationship, and then they relate that to their own relationship with their families and their homes.
Roots of Empathy was started in 1996 by Mary Gordon in Toronto, Canada. She recently spoke at Town Hall in Seattle about the importance of teaching children social and emotional skills through programs like Roots of Empathy and also its sister program called Seeds of Empathy, which reaches younger children in childcare settings.
So what's happening here in Seattle is a wonderful proliferation of the Roots of Empathy program and the Seeds of Empathy program, where little children are learning how to read the emotional cues of a little tiny baby so that they will have a repertoire of knowing how to read one another's emotional cues, but also their own.
Roots of Empathy has been so successful, it's now in classrooms from kindergarten through 8th grade all across the globe. In our state, the program is in 41 schools. In Seattle, 19 schools have the program, including Miss Meck's classroom where Mary visits.
Oh, I think she found her hands and her mouth.
It's great to see them, just even today, how different their personalities are when that little baby lays down, and watching them and talking about our feelings, and they have a connection to being that little.
There's strong evidence to support the program and how it's affecting children's lives. Scientists from around the world have found that Roots of Empathy reduces levels of aggression, while it increases social and emotional skills.
There's a great body of research on the program which supports the original research that says that aggression is dramatically reduced, particularly the types of aggression that are typified by bullying.
Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop.
What I'm more excited about is that children's understanding of emotion is increased and their understanding of social contexts is increased. Basically, they're happier.
Will come baby, cradle and all. So we'll see her in January, and I wonder how much she's going to change then.
There will be more research in the months to come, and it will happen right here in Seattle. The University of Washington is partnering with Roots of Empathy to study changes in the students' behaviors and brains who participate in the program.
Goodbye, Mary. We're sad to see you go.
But for parents and teachers who are already involved in Roots of Empathy, they say they're convinced of the program's success, and they hope it will sprout up in more schools, so more children's lives can be changed.
I think that the bond that you share with your children and the love that you share with them, the patience, the understanding, the positive energy is paramount for them as successful children and individuals.
This is the most important thing. This is my most important job as a first grade teacher, is getting them to think about being a person and making those connections with each other and with the greater world, and then they can learn anything and do anything that they want to do. But this is the most important part of my job.
Goodbye.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.